Wow.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I'm Antonio Grisefo coming to you from inside the war zone in Burma, and I'm here with the Karenni Catholics. It's Easter Sunday, and we just finished our Easter Sunday Mass. Unfortunately, the priest couldn't come here because of the security situation, but there's two catechists who live here in the camp, and they ran the service. Um, the situation for these people is quite dire. They are not refugees. Refugees would mean that they went to another country and they're protected by the UN and maybe supported by the UN and some organization. But the people here are IDPs, which means internally displaced people. And so they're still in the war zone, they're still in danger. The Burma army still hits this camp with artillery shells and mortars, with aircraft. They've attacked the camp many times. They've blown up the church, or the church was damaged. Some houses were blown up. And so the people are living in danger, and they don't have support because most of the international organizations have some sort of rule that they won't break local law. So if the Burmese government doesn't allow aid to come in here, then it doesn't get to them. When the US and other countries give aid to Burma, it is not getting to these people. It is going to the Burmese government, and they're distributing it the way they want, and they're not giving it to these IDPs. They're giving it to the army and to their own families and things like that. So the UN aid and international aid that's going to Burma is a waste. The money that's going to into these camps, these IDP camps, it's coming from private donors, people in America, churches that are taking up collections, risking their lives to bring anything to these people. Right now, they have a minimal ration of rice, 14 kilograms a month, which is about 30 to 50% less rice than what would normally be eaten by a person in this region. And they get almost nothing else. They get one more distribution per month of other food, but it's not guaranteed. So most of their meals are just rice, and then occasionally a little something else. And they get a distribution once a month with maybe cooking oil and shampoo and things like that. And that's all they have. They have no way of earning a living. They have no way of working. There's 3,000. There were 3,000 people here when I came a few weeks ago. Now there's 3,200 because the situation in Burma is dire. The war is driving people from their homes, and the horrible thing about the Burmese government is that the troops are losing on the battlefield, but the government is still sending the aircraft, the helicopters to bomb the civilians, to bomb the refugees. So they're fleeing to these camps and they're fleeing to the jungle, and they need your prayers, they need your thoughts, they need your help, but they also need international action. The UN, the international community, the United States needs to intervene. If we could at least cut off the jet fuel, if we could make it that the Burmese army no longer has jet fuel, if we could put pressure on Russia and China and India that are providing the jet fuel, if we could stop Russia and China from providing them with weapons, the rebels will eventually win. The freedom fighters will eventually win. But for now, these people are living in limbo. You know, when you talk to little children, when you meet children, you meet people with children, and you say, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" Here, that's you don't even ask that because they may not grow up, and if they do grow up, they're going to grow up in this refugee camp where they're just going to be a refugee for the rest of their lives. Unless peace comes to Burma, these people are stuck here forever. There's no hope. So we need international support. On that note, happy Sunday. Stay prayed up.